In the previous lessons, I have introduced you to some of the basic concepts related to the Eastern or Chinese school of astrological reading. Two important schools that I have mentioned are the BaZi and the Zhiwei. And today I will place more emphasis in explaining the basic concepts of BaZi. BaZi is also called the four pillars of destiny, which are the cornerstones of Chinese astrology. Each year, month, day, and 2-hour segment of each day is assigned a combination of one of the 12 animal signs or earthly branches, or in Chinese called 地支, which are the in Cantonese 子丑寅卯辰巳午未申酉戌亥. And all these earthly branches are also used in combination with the Tiangan or the heavenly stems, which are the 甲乙丙丁戊己庚辛壬癸 in Cantonese. To simplify this school of thought, we have to always remember that the different elements found in the birth charts are used in relation to the day master of the person. The day master is being calculated using the date of birth of a person. And why are they called the 8 words or 8 characters? When BaZi is being translated in English, it's called the 8 words or 8 characters. Basically, they denote it denotes that one element and one animal sign or 地支 in each of the 4 pillars comprises of 2 characters, one on top of the other. To further simplify this concept, basically it means that for the year, month, day, and time of birth of a person, the year, for example, will be represented by a heavenly stem and earthly branches. And it is also the same for the month, day, and time of birth for a person. Therefore, you will be able to find 8 characters in total which describe the time of birth and will be able to form a birth chart for analysis. Furthermore, each year, month, day, and hour has its own energy, or called qi in Chinese. The qi that surrounds you as you take your first breath is your destiny. These complex energy patterns stacked on top of each other are what form the 4 pillars of destiny. Each character, elemental energy, and animal sign placed in your birth chart carries with it a frequency or unique energy pattern. And the combination of these frequencies forms a certain synergy or influence. Synergy is the working together of separate entities, for example, the heavenly stems, the earthly branches, and the elemental energy within all these stems and branches. When they are working with each other, interacting with each other, they will be able to create a certain a pattern or formation. The energies in all these heavenly stems and earthly branches will have different types of interactions with each other. For example, some will clash with each other, some may merge with one another, and some may even be in conflict with each other. And by analyzing all these energy patterns, we will be able to come to a certain final conclusion or outcome when we try to gauge whether someone is going to become successful in life or to face certain dangers, for example. This dynamic between the earthly branches and heavenly stems is what makes up the 4 pillars of destiny and form a birth chart. And what forms the sum and substance of your astral signature or horoscope. So to just give you a very brief summary as not to further confuse you, each element or the heavenly stem and the earthly branches also called the 天干 and 地支, is strategically placed in one of the 8 locations within the chart to tell the story of your destiny. Using information gathered from the time and date of your birth, a Chinese astrologer is then able to draw up a blueprint or map of your karma and life and advise you accordingly. So in future lessons, we will continue to slowly study in depth how are we actually able to analyze using just 8 characters. See you in the next lesson.